The Cleveland Cavaliers took on the Indiana Pacers, and let me tell you, it was a game packed with drama, intensity, and a sprinkle of playoff magic. In a must-win scenario, the Cavs came in hot, thanks to Donovan Mitchell, aka Playoff Donovan, who dropped a jaw-dropping 43 points. Yes, 43. He was hitting shots like he was at a carnival, knocking down three-pointers and driving the lane with authority. At one point, I half expected him to juggle while shooting. The Cavs cruised to a 126-104 victory, cutting their series deficit to 2-1, much to the delight of their fans. Now, let's talk about the game flow. The Pacers looked like they were about to stir up some trouble, cutting down a 24-point deficit with the crowd buzzing. But Mitchell wasn't having any of that. He decided it was time to be the hero, hitting clutch shots faster than I binge-watch my favorite series. And the Cavs? They rolled out all the tricks, from a solid defensive strategy to 14 successful three-pointers. It's like they had a cheat code. Meanwhile, Pacers coach Rick Carlisle was probably questioning whether his team had their morning coffee. He called out their slow start, saying, "Clearly, I didn't have these guys ready for this. We've all been there, coach. I mean, who hasn't shown up to a big game still half asleep?" The game had its share of physical play, with players hitting the floor like it was a wrestling match. Tempers flared with the Pacers racking up 5 technical fouls. Let's just say, it was a bit of a reality check for Indiana as they struggled to find their rhythm. And poor Tyrese Halliburton, this marked his first career home loss in the postseason. Tough luck, buddy. Let's break it down further and delve into the standout players and what the Cleveland Cavaliers need to do to even the series in their upcoming Game 4. What a performance. With Donovan Mitchell, he was an absolute scoring machine, not just lighting up the scoreboard with his 43 points, but also contributing 9 rebounds. It's clear he's embraced the playoff pressure and is stepping up as the leader the Cavs desperately needed. Let's not forget Max Strus. He played a pivotal role, dropping 20 points and showcasing his versatility, with 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Strus was a constant threat from beyond the arc, hitting 4 three-pointers. How about Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter? Their return to the lineup after injury was a game-changer. Mobley, the NBA Defensive Player of the Year, provided that much-needed defensive presence in the paint. If he can remain a defensive stalwart while contributing offensively, he will help the Cavs immensely. Now, how can Cleveland make sure they tie up this series? Defensive consistency. They need to continue to build upon their defensive efforts. Limiting the Pacers' offensive rebounds and staying disciplined to minimize fouls is crucial. Ball movement. While Mitchell's scoring is fantastic, the Cavs need to focus on collective ball movement. They did a good job of finding open shooters in Game 3, but they need to ensure they maintain that throughout the game. The more they share the ball, the harder it becomes for the Pacers to defend. Control the tempo. Cleveland must control the pace of the game. Slowing it down can work in their favor and disrupt the Pacers' rhythm, particularly when Indiana is looking to push the ball up the court for fast breaks. Keeping the game at their pace will help them maintain control. Cohesion and chemistry. As the series progresses, chemistry becomes even more vital. Players need to trust each other, know where to be on the court, and support each other on both ends. The recent returns from injury should help with this as players blow off the rust and find their groove together. Win the rebounding battle. With a significant rebounding edge of 56-37 in Game 3, the Cavs showed they can dominate on the boards. They need to keep that intensity to secure extra possessions and limit the Pacers' second chance opportunities. So, if the Cavs can ride the momentum from this victory, continue to play cohesively, and implement these strategies effectively, there's no doubt they can tie up the series in Game 4. After all, every game is a new chance, and who knows, maybe we'll see another legendary performance from Playoff Donovan.